Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our 10-100 playthrough where it is the last day of the drought. We have a 30 days drought. We're doing well. We're doing very, very well. There are a few things that are complete and finished and done. We have all the water done, which is nice here. We just need to fill this up, although it's not going to be enough. We've got lots of water spare. Lots of water spare because I let the game run. I set it back up to 24-hour days and I let the game run. And then I noticed at about 6 days worth of that, we were down to 22 beavers. Because obviously, at 24 hours, they don't breed anymore. So, I need to find a bit of a balance here. I might try it at like 20 hours. Or what I might do is I might try 24 hours during the wet season. So we pump as much water as is beaverly possible. And then go down to 16 hours during the dry season. So that they can do the breeding and have the babies and do things. We have a few other things as well. So I don't know about that. I might just set it to like a 20-hour day. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We have a few other things as well. We have our metal worker running. It's here. It's running off these two here. It's running 100% at the moment, which is good. Got 2 windmills on the back of it. We have got 9 blocks of metal. It says 21. Oh yeah, good metal there. Okay. I built this over here, but this is disabled for the moment because I didn't really want to do that. We could put other things over here. I don't know what to do. Don't know what we're gonna do over here yet. Not all that fussed about it. We have our dam finished. It's got 1 more block to go, but it is technically finished. It will block water. That is good. That is good. This has not been built at all because I just don't have the beavers to run all the places that we're doing. I've got 2 beavers in here. But I've got 14 spare places right now. But that's because we're not breeding. We're not having all the babies grown up and going. So we're going to want to get some more beavers going on here. And I was looking at some things, and I was trying to decide what sort of numbers I want to go to. I'm not too sure where I want to go to. Not really sure exactly the level of beavers we want to have. However, you wonderful viewers out there are far smarter than I am, and obviously play a lot more than I do, because I only play when I record. I haven't like played through this to find out if it works or not. This is all going through me. But Noob5210, thank you very, very much. Copy the challenge, did some math. It says in a comment here. Don't know how much I need to sleep, but if one beaver pumps for 20 hours a day, so it's not full 24 hours a day, it's 20 hours a day. For 10 days, you get 198 water, and they need 200. Which means that at the 100-day drought that we're going to get at the end of this, we would need 1 pump per beaver in order to pump over 10 days to get enough water for that beaver. Now, you can pump more because obviously you can have a reservoir store. You can also have water stored from previous days. But if we're going to go to, like, say, cycle 20, where we've had like 10 100-day droughts, it's going to be difficult. We need a reservoir. We need a big reservoir. And I would like to get up here, make this a reservoir if we can, at least. Because this is just a natural one here. I know we're trying to build this up here. Which we're kind of doing. We're kind of building up here, but this is taking forever, and it's just because I don't have the builders. I got the logs, I just don't have the builders to do things. I don't have the actual beavers available to do things, and now I've got to basically scrap everything that's running and put all my beavers into the pumps to fill these up, which is going to be interesting. So I'm going to pause this for a moment. I'm going to pause the game just for a moment because I need to do some calculations. So that was a 30-day drought. We're now going to go to a 40-day drought. And we have potentially 36 beavers. Okay, so let me just bring my calculator up and remember what's going on here. So 36 times 2 means we need 72 water per day. Times 40, we need 2,888 water. We have 2,888 water storage capacity. So this is already built, ready for the 40-day drought. I thought this was built for the 30-day drought. I guess I overbuilt it, which is fine. Day 40, cycle 4, yeah, means it's 10 days and then one, yeah. So this is cycle 4. So cycle 5 will be 40 days. So if we fill all these to cap, we'll be good to go. However, we do have something else I want to kind of do, and that's going to probably involve changing some things here. We have iron. We have 22 metal blocks, which means we could potentially build one of these. We've got 30. So we could potentially build one of these, but I don't think we're going to now. I think what we're going to do is because these store 1,200 water. So let's look forward. So if we stick at the same amount of beavers, 72 water needed, times 50, we need 3,600. These store 1,200. So 3 of them is 3,600. So we only need 3 of these, which is pretty good. Can we build all 3 of those in the next drought? Because when the next drought comes along, there's no point in pumping water. Yeah. Can we get this dam done in that time? I think we can. We are running these as well, so it's not just 2,888 water we need, it's also whatever these require for pumping water. And remember, as I said, this lake here, yes, it takes far more water to fill up. Okay, I'm not denying that. It takes a lot more water to fill up, but will evaporate once it's full at the same rate as this one, because each tile loses water at the same speed. So really, I should block this off and only have the one tile here, but I don't know if the one tile would reach all the way to that corner or not. Not too sure about that. Alternatively, I could put something up here and have the water going here, because we need our trees to grow as well during the winter. The trees aren't so bad. This tile here, kind of, you lose a fair bit of the potatoes here. You lose probably about 1/3 of the potato field, I would say, and some of the carrots over here. But you get most of the carrots and some of the potatoes, so that's okay. So this one can keep our crops going. And providing we have our crops going, providing that this carrot field grows, we've got enough crops to last throughout the time. So we need 2,888 crops, but these carry on growing, so that's fine. So crops, food isn't a problem. It's just water that becomes the big problem. So running these as well, I don't know exactly how many these require, but if I block this off to just have a single tile here, I feel that would do a lot better for us, because it would take less to fill it and would serve a little bit less water. So it's 14 tiles. It's 14 tiles from the edge. So if it just had this one tile here, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The entries there might run out just from a single tile here. So I think we'll do that as well. I think we'll get this done. Well, if I put one there and one there, I think they can reach corners. I'm not sure. But we'll do that, and then we'll only have a single tile there, which means this won't take as much water to fill up. So we won't be wasting as much water. Because yes, although it evaporates at the same speed as this one, this only takes so many buckets of water to fill up, and this one takes like 10 more amount because of the size of it. So that makes sense to have a single tile there. Okay, so that's the plan. So we need to fill up all of these. All of these need to be full all the way. So what I want to do is cancel and stop everything and get all the beavers working in the pumps and the hauling post. You might think, why the hauling post? Why that? Well, the hauling post will take the water from these and move it up here on its own. So that's what I want to do. Okay. And then we'll build another one of these big ones here. So let's do that now, because it's everyone's sleeping. So let's do the old switcheroo. Now all these will get people automatically because this is high priority, and then all I'll do is I'll just change this to be that priority, and I'll pause the district to the town centre like that. In fact, no, I think I'll leave the town centre on actually, so that they can finish building this one, and they can build like little bits that's going on there. I think we'd have enough for that. Not fussed about the farms, not fussed about any projects going on. Would like to keep this going. possible. Really would like to keep that going if possible. And also the farms, I think, can be paused. Maybe. I left the carrot farms going during the drought, and I shut off the potato farms. And they still haven't managed to harvest all the carrots, so... yeah, this is full potatoes, so maybe we'll switch these to be carrots for the time being, just to try and get the stock up, and then we'll unpause these, and we'll pause... You're probably right. Okay, so unpause the game. Watch all the beavers change jobs and do things. So, you've got no one working in you, neither of you, neither of you, neither of you. No one working here. I'm working up here. Is anyone working in here? Yes, someone is working in there. Okay. All of those are working. No one's working in there. Ah, that's probably because this is high priority. I would like you to come out of there, go into the farm. So we'll up the farms. We'll up the farms to the highest level. Boom, there you go. Then we have two working in there, two working in there, and all the rest are going to be in the water pump pumping water. Okay. And then maybe this dam will get built a little bit. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Don't know. We'll just build this up a level here. Then we'll get rid of these 3 pumps and build up this here. And we want to put the pumps in higher up, so we might have to dam inside here. Not dam inside. We might have to platform inside here, and like build some stairs up here. Get up on top of this, then put our pumps in here so we can pump the water out, and then we can go 1 higher as well, I think, on top of it. But I don't think the dam's going to be done until about drought 60, which might be pushing it for time. But okay, let's speed up time. Here comes the water. Woot. Here it comes. Here it comes. We've got 194 scrap. You are going to get through that. You're not going to get through that. You have no one working. A little disappointing, actually. I would very much like someone to go and work over there. Can I up this as well and take someone from there? So we've got 1 worker. We do have some kits. We have 5 kits as well. So that's going to take us time. We're going to go up to 20 hours. We'll go for 20-hour days, and we'll see whether we get any babies being born. If we don't, we'll have to bring it down a bit, because we do want some being born. And then I've got 3 now. Awesome. So as they grow up, they're going to work in here, and then they'll be taking stuff from these to put up here for storage. So, okay. Okay, we have 2,888 water drawn. We need to store 2,888 water. Can we pump that much? Can we pump that much? These pump almost 200 in 24 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 200. They're going to pump 2,400 water a day. So yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to fill up our tanks. We're good. That's assuming 20 hour days they're working. You might lose like a third of that somehow, but 2,400 a day, we're good. They're only going to be drinking 72 a day, so we should be okay. Interestingly, this got water in it. I'm guessing it flows. Oh, you can't actually build that. That's a shame. Okay, we'll put in a block there. That's fine. Okay. Ah, yes, people were being born. Awesome. Awesome. Beavers were being born, not people. People are beavers. Beavers are people. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Which means, because they're being born, 20-hour days work. 20 hours will still keep our kits going, so we can still pop our babies up to the level we want with 36 beavers. So, that's good. And then obviously we don't need this many pumps. We don't need 11 pumps during the wet season, so during the drought season we'll turn them all off. Okay, everything else is going to stop right now. The farms are still doing their farming things, which is fine. They're all set to carrots by default, so we're going to get carrots more than anything else, but that's okay because the potatoes are going to stop for a time being. We're going to harvest them still, but they're not going to be grown until the grills start off again, which will be the next day. So let's just let this go. Oh, people have died. That makes sense. People dying of old age. The problem I have with doing the 24-hour ones is that when you switch it from 24 hours down again, you get an abundance of kits being born, and then they all die at the same time. So, yeah, we'd definitely like to get their life going longer, if possible. You're minus 14. That's okay. Go get food and water. Do the thing. There you go. Boom. So they've got plus 20% life, so that's not too bad. We need to get to 17 for the next one, which is kind of impossible. Let's be honest. Kind of impossible to do that. So. Okay, we run out of logs, which means there's no point in having the district going because they can't do anything. So let's I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're also going to oh, I thought I had enough research to get that. Oh, we need to get some storage going. We need to get some research going. Uh-oh. How do we do that? How do we get research going? We could up the research and then take some people at the farms. We need to get some research going. We need this. We need this for the next drought. We need 600 research for the next drought. Okay. So I think right now we're just gonna we'll let the water fill. So during the droughts, during the wet season, what we're on now, I keep mixing them up. I don't know why. One's got water, one hasn't. It's not difficult. But we'll let this go, and we will come back when the water's full and the drought is going to be upon us. And just like that, 10 days goes by. The next drought begins. Oof. 40 days. Okay. We have enough water stored for it, which is fantastic. Have enough water stored for the drought. I'm going to leave these three on and these three on because it makes sense to pump the water out that we have here rather than let it evaporate. Makes perfect sense to do that. I haven't enabled this at all. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if we're going to use this. I kind of was going to have this as more farmland, but I don't really know if we need it, to be honest with you. All these farms have been set to carrots for a while now, and they're still keeping up with the potatoes. But I think this is okay, and our carrot stock is slowly building, so I think we're going to be fine for that. The trees all grew, and then obviously they just started chopping these down, so this is now full again. I forgot to re-enable the district. That's been re-enabled to go here. But more importantly, we have our scientists running. They are doing the thing. I just changed this here. We paused basically everything apart from this. This is running. I kind of want to get the gears running again as well, because we're going to have 64 gears and we're going to need 60 per go and 80 planks. So we might have to get a plank place going as well, but now there's no beavers in the hauling post. I think I'm just going to let this go right now. We're going to build this along here. They should be able to build all this along here. They might not be able to get to this one. But that's okay, because we'll build like a little staircase up or something, because we're going to get rid of these 3 pumps. When this is dry, when this one's dry, and we'll destroy these 3 pumps, we're going to get rid of them. And we're going to go all in getting this built. Which does mean I need to destroy this dam and rebuild it, which is going to be a little bit awkward because I also need to build this side as well. And I don't know how far I want to go. I'm kind of tempted to come down here, because this is too tall. And we're going to go up one more here, which is on this line here. Now, if we came all the way down here to build it, that would work. That would work, I feel. Maybe if we can get 2 more builds. We're right now, we are like right on there. So the 10 missing workstations is this. The hauling post is missing all of its workers. And we have bits, which means we technically got 6 workers spare. Oh, plus I can disable these. Now they're full up, so we're going to disable those. So there's 2 fair. So we've got 2 workers there. Awesome. So we can build. I think having the dam go around and come far down here as we can get. How far? We can get really far down here because the town centre can actually reach really, really far. We could definitely get to this edge here, build out and go along. I think that's probably going to be the best way, and then we can store water in here and everywhere. Feel like that's a good idea. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do this. Can I build that one? I can build that one. So let's build a levee there, and then we'll build levees out and along all the way along this path up to here, and hopefully we can get this built. We've got 40 days. We've got 40 days to build the great reservoir, which will be fine. Not fussed about this side. This side we just put a dam in here so we have some extra water stored to pump from this side. But that's fine. We could also put more pumps on the other side of the reservoir to pump it, so we'll see. We also need to put planks and things inside here, so I need to unlock the double platform, so we need even more science. But that's okay, because science will come in eventually. Science will eventually come in. We'll be fine with that. That's not a problem. We are getting the metal blocks in for this. I would like 3 of these, which means I need 90 metal blocks. We currently have 45. We're halfway there. So, I think we'll be okay for that. We need a couple more planks, but I'm going to leave the plank. The gear workshop uses planks to make gears. I'm going to leave that for the moment because we need, how many gears do we need? We need 60 gears per go. So we can build one of these right now if we could unlock it. Gears go in here, so you can store 200. So I feel like we're good. I do feel like we need more beavers just to do more working things. So I might look at going up on beavers, figuring out how many we need. So let's do another tiny little bit of maths. And that's maths with an S on the end because I am British and that's how it's supposed to be done. Maths, not math. Maths. How dare you? Shakes fist. Anyway, they can store 1,200 divided by 2 divided by, I'm just going to say 10 here. So that is over a 10-day drought. They store enough water for 60 beavers. Didn't need a calculator for that. I don't know why I used a calculator for that. It's very simple maths. Divided by 10. So in 10-day drought they can deal with 60 beavers. So that means for a 40-day drought they could obviously deal with 20 beavers. Alright. I'm going to use the calculator anyway. 2 divided by 40, 15 beavers. No, my maths was wrong. So one of these tanks on this current drought will deal with 15 beavers. What about the 100-day drought? 6. Deal with 6 beavers. 1,200 divided by 2, 600 divided by 100. So for a 100-day drought, every 6 beavers, we need a large tank. And we need to fill it. That's the problem, is the filling it part. So, the advantage of having a reservoir is that, yes, these can pump so much per day. Technically not enough to last 100 days, because they don't pump enough if what Noob 2510 said. They can pump 198 water. Yeah, over 20 hour day they can pump 198 water. And need 200 for a drought, which means technically you're two water short, which is fine because they can go 5 days without water, so that's fine. So it's 1 pump per beaver. But having a big reservoir means the pumps can continue pumping into the drought. So you could take 10 or 20 days off of that because you're still filling it, but you still want to store enough water. So if we say these can store enough water for a 100-day drought for 6 beavers, and we built 10 of them, that means we can have 60 beavers. We need a lot of pumps. That's fine. That's fine, because during the wet season, all beavers, hands on deck, get to the pumping stations. So if we built 10 of these, we'd need to build 10 of them. Ooh, that's a tall order. The pumping 10 of them is a tall order, because that is going to be 600 gears, 800 planks, 300 metal. That's the problem, the 300 metal. And these only make 1 every 4 hours. I think by the time we get there we might be okay, because now during the dry season we're just working on things, building, gaining things. The farm's the only things that need to be running kind of all the time. So we got enough trees. We've got enough trees to do things. I could probably do with getting some more workers in here. But then again, mind you, we can build extra stuff down here. That one's been built already. Excellent. Let's build levees out to here. To here. And then we'll build levees all the way up here. And then hopefully you'll have got rid of the water. And then when you've got rid of the water, we'll change this up. So yeah, those 3 pumps are actually keeping our water going right now. We're staying capped on just these, well, these 6 pumps running. So that's good. That's very good. That means we're not using as many going on there. But yeah, so if we went up to 60 beavers, we need 10 of these. I think that's doable. I think that's a good goal. I think we should aim for 60 beavers, get 10 of these tanks. I don't know where I put them in. They're 3x3s. So they're the same size as the these. So we need to put 10 of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could get 11 of them in there. There you go. That's what I think we'll do. We'll put the water storage right there. Yeah, it's not close to the houses. Maybe not. Maybe we'll put it up here. But that's not actually as big as I thought it was going to be. Okay, I thought it was going to be way bigger than that. But we'll put it up here. And then as we build them, we can demolish these and do stuff over here. So if we draw a line here, planning ahead, we'll draw a line there and there, and then we say in here we want to put our 10 in. So let me just try and plan this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Won't go in there. Won't go in there until we get space. Oh, actually, it will, because we can do here. So we can do 9, 11, and then whatever at the top as well. So we'll have a surplus. We'll definitely have a surplus. I want to build more than just the 10, so we're definitely over cap. But with them, once we build one of these large tanks, we can take whatever water we have left out of these and put in the large tank, and then demolish these, and then build more. So this area here will become our water storage. Boom, boom. And then we'll put houses in here, and maybe even this side as well. I don't know. And then we've got a little bit of farmland left because we've got 60 beavers, so we might need some more food. So we might get another food source going. What's another simple food source? Let's go. I'm doing it. We're planning again, and I'll remember the water, but I will not remember the food thing. Guarantee I'll forget the food. What's another simple? I mean, sunflowers are good, but they're really bad. Really bad. Another alternative is that we could obviously plant, rather than pumping the water from here, we could plant aquatic plant in here, but then we could only harvest it in the 10 days or whatever days it takes before it dries up, because we don't really want to keep filling it. So aquatic plants, I mean, they're doable, but not really. Wheat's fine, but it requires a lot of processing. Although bread is fairly easy to make. You don't need huge wheat sources. That field would make far too much bread for us. So really you want to field like this or this side or that. We could put more carrots in, I suppose. And more farms. Put more farms in, put more carrots in. Yeah, that might be an idea. Just do more carrots. We'll just run on carrots. Carrots seems like a good idea. We'll just do more carrots. Maybe we'll do a little bit of wheat. We would then have to have another one of these over here somewhere, which is doable. Not a problem, but okay, so that's the plan. So we need to build this. We need to build levees all the way down here. Wait for the water to dry out. Do this. This is not being built because this is actually low priority being built, so we will get to that. And we're going to go too tall on this all the way down, so it's already going to be in place. I don't know whether I think I'm going to try and get the 1 tall this drought, or 2 tall, and then next drought we'll go for the 3 tall. So yeah, maybe we'll see how it goes. So what do we need? We need science, because I would like to get the triple platforms in preparation for this being as tall as it's going to be. So we need 200 science. We need 800 science. This is going slowly. We need all things. Okay, so we're going to put a very large cut in here. A very large cut in here where I'm going to build this all the way down here. Build that. And just build the dams. And we'll come back when the water dries up. That's what I'll do. We'll come back when the water dries up. But that'll be in the next episode. So, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you again in the next one. And we'll take on the 50-day drought next time. Well, 40-day drought and then 50. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Until then, as always, have fun.